Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast.
Welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show, coming up from the birthplace of the famous chipmunk, Alvin. It's Richard Tomlin at Apex Auto Works and his Las Vegas showing of the infamous 68 Roadrunner.
Woohoo.
Later in Jeff's car culture, ugly mugs. You use your imagination. Mars has a review of the new Chrysler Pacifica. Howdy. Along with Mike Out of This World Mars, we always need more Jeff Zekin, Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. So glad that you could join us on this Saturday morning. Well, Mr. Mars, we have our next guest.
Yes, sir. You've been patiently waiting around.
I'll bet he has. I hope he enjoyed my introduction.
Wonderful introduction, as always.
Do what?
A wonderful introduction, as always.
Well, thank you. I didn't know whether you caught the Alvin and the Chipmunk reference, but I just wanted to throw that out there. Thought it was fun.
Absolutely.
Okay.
What about Dave?
Dave.
Dave.
Oh, hey. Richard, we were thinking, oh, my God, so the rain just finished here. It's headed down toward Alvin. Are you still?
Now.
Huh?
Clear skies here now. Sun's coming out. It's awesome.
Okay. All right. Well,
Whoa,
good.
Great.
So was it a fun trip to Las Vegas, sir?
Oh, Las Vegas is always fun, right? It's the getting there is half the fun. We lost a tow vehicle on the way there, so we had to call in. Yeah, the Ram decided it didn't want to go anymore. Had some injector issues. So we called on friends and family, fellow racers. Off-road racer came in, picked the car up, ran us into Vegas. We made it there in time for the show at the last check-in. And they put us in a prime spot right up at front. I guess it was the only spot left. And put it in the Hoosier Tire booth, and everybody was happy. And the car was a huge success and answered a lot of questions about what we had done and why we're running a big B-body up Pike's Peak. There was a lot of learning that happened.
Well, that's good. Did it make you angry?
No, it's fun to explain things to people because not everybody agrees with you, right? And they don't have to. When you tell them that it's a 10,800-mile car that you cut the belly out of, it's been in the family since '69, people get a little hurt. But I wasn't driving. I wasn't enjoying it, doing what I was doing with it. So now it'll be going to Sonic almost daily and grab us a Dr. Pepper and chili cheese dog and come on back home.
I could go for one right now.
Now, that's it in the background, right?
Well, that's quite a tease because I'm thinking we all need to sit around the campfire with our chili cheese dog from Portillo's and hear the whole story. So I guess I must have missed the part where you cut the belly out of it.
Yeah, so it's setting on a 2015 NASCAR truck chassis, which was still a Dodge vehicle at that time.
Well, wait a minute, a NASCAR race truck chassis?
Complete.
Got it.
Front to back.
All right.
And
I just want to make sure. Okay.
Yep. So AA arm front. It is truck arm rear. It runs the Mopar R5 P7 engine. So it revs to 9,500 RPMs. It makes 808 horsepower at the wheels in Colorado. It's slow, Don. It's slow. It's not the quickest thing around, I promise.
We would call him Dr. Frankenstein.
Exactly. Or Weezer. I'm not exactly
I don't
sure.
know.
So, all right. Did you get it all painted up and looking pretty?
Oh, we got painted up. So
that's it.
As you can tell by the colors and the hand painted on it, it was a throwback to what my father had done when he was drag racing it in the early 80s.
So that's it behind you right there. That's the orange and white car.
Correct. That's it. We built that in 93 days. It was a mad thrash at the shop. A lot of customers got pushed off for us to accomplish what we did. But yeah, in 93 days, we took it from a rolling B-body to swapped onto a rolling NASCAR chassis with NASCAR engine. And that was 2 trips to North Carolina to buy parts and chassis and get back here as well. So it was a mad thrash of 90 days and bad communications with you guys and us.
Well, there was that, and we apologize for that. But I want to delve into this a little bit more. Did you have to do anything to the chassis to get it to fit, other than maybe
a couple of tabs or something?
Yeah, welding on some ears and tabs.
No, so what we did is the Roadrunner is actually a 116-inch wheelbase. The NASCAR truck is a 112. So we had to add 4 inches to the NASCAR chassis. So once we got it here, we cut all the cage structure off because that's what we do is we build cages. We're going to put our own cage in it. And then we literally cut the NASCAR chassis in half, added 4 inches to it, squared it back up, welded it together, and then we lowered the Roadrunner body over the top of it, started welding up, attaching components.
And it fit.
You make it fit. We've got grinders.
Well, so, okay, hammers. Yeah, we all have grinders, sir. We're familiar with that.
This is
so,
what you do.
I know it is. I know it is. So, did the actual width of the wheel wells fit this?
We actually had to put spacers on it. So it's running about 1.25 inches in the front and 1 inch spacer in the rear to fill out the wheel wells. And those are 18 by 10 steel wheels. We have our poverty caps, or dog dishes, as people call them, that we can put on it for static display, which makes me feel better. And it's setting right now what we call 4x4 height. That's the maximum height the car goes right now to load and unload from the trailer, but it drops about 5.5 inches from there into race mode.
And how do you do that? Is it air suspension?
All the NASCAR stuff, they use a 1/2 inch. Basically, it's 1 inch all thread with a 1/2 inch impact, and you basically just run it up and down with the impact. It is
just screw it in and screw it out.
Yep. Very awesome.
I'll say that makes it pretty easy. Okay, so does it have what interior wise? Is it street driven? Can it be street driven?
It will be street driven. It has not been yet, but no. Door panels are all stock. Dash is stock. No headliner, of course, because of the cage. The floor on the inside is 100% NASCAR, and then we've got our Ultra Shield racing seats made here in Texas. Ultra Shield belts to hold driver and passenger in place, and let's go play.
So how do you plate it? Does it already have plates and registrations?
Roadrunner. Same.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Nothing about it that they would care about that's been changed.
So when you pull into Tubby's Drive-In on a Friday night, Halloween night, 1965, everybody's going to go, it's just another stock car.
Yeah. This one will not sound so stock, I promise.
9,000 RPM.
Yeah, 9,500 RPM is what they ran that motor to, and they were supposed to be able to do that for 500 miles. Like, it was built to go race 500-mile NASCAR races.
So, but then when you go up Pike's Peak, or it goes up Pike's Peak, because I'm assuming you're not driving.
No, Ben Ryan will be driving it for Pike's Peak.
Okay, the air gets kind of thin up there.
It does. So you started, 8,200 feet, and then we raced to 14,000. So basically, you tune it for the 10 to 12. So we call it the middle section. So little lean bottom, little fat top, and you make the best of it. But this motor's been up Pikes Peak twice in the C10 truck that it was in that we've worked on in the past.
Okay.
So we know the motor's capable. We know what it makes in Colorado. That's where the number is. When you think about 808 in Colorado at Mile High, we don't know what we're going to make here. We would say 850, probably 860 wheel is the best guess.
So on the you said that from 8,000 to 16,000 feet.
Yep.
And the part that you said you tune for, it's thin on the top or thin on the bottom, fat on the top. Is that the sweet spot when you're going up after so many thousands of feet? Is there a sweet spot that you feel, the car's kicking in and we're going for it?
You will feel the change in the car. People used to say, and people still do say, is you'll be down 30 to 40% on an NA motor. Our other car is still light. We never notice it, but it is also fuel injection. This one is carb rated. Rick did notice some drop. But we're looking right now back into some of the old school stuff. The Unsers used to actually run what I call a throttle adjuster on an old lawnmower, but they would actually adjust the jetting, the variable jetting, as they were going up the mountain. So we're looking into that and working with a guy, Brad Pink, out of North Carolina, to see if he can help us set something like that up.
No relationship to Ed Pink, is it?
He is his son. So, yep.
Son.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, wow.
Yep.
Awesome. Yep.
It was very nice to meet him and greet him, and he's the one who actually built the carburetor that's on the car. And, conversations continue because innovations is what makes this stuff fun.
Oh, my God. Dude, I had no clue that your shop was capable of doing this kind of stuff. It is so unique and so cool for any car guy. I don't care who you are. How about, are you feeling the hug coming through right now?
I greatly appreciate it, man. I really do. Like, it's shocking. We actually ran through a couple of employees in the process too, and they've come back now, and things have calmed down. So we're getting back to our roots.
Congratulations. I just think it's truly amazing and very cool, to say the least. All right. So what do you have? Are you still going to continue to work on this for Pikes Peak in the spring?
Yeah, the goal is to get it into Colorado probably February, and we'll leave it up there so the local driver who's driving it will have it there on site to drive at every event locally he can. We'll have test days in MSR. We've still got some rear brake stuff to fix and fabricate, and then we will have it on track. Hopefully before Christmas, we will be doing smoky burnouts in front of my house and around MSR.
Nice. Bring it down to Richmond.
Right? Like as a kid, that's how I learned to do clutch dumps. That's how I learned to slide a car. Was in this car. So it's only proper that's what it does again.
Wow.
Well, I'm thinking it needs an appearance in Del Webb.
Yeah, come out here and sign the driveway with it.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So obviously you still have to make a living, and this probably is sucking everything dry at this point. So what else have you got going on in the shop?
In the shop right now, we got a Volvo with big LS7 turbo, which is amazing. We've got a 69 Roadrunner. We're doing some upgrades to G-body twin turbo LS, that doing paint and body on that. And then a couple Miatas. If you see this one over my left shoulder, it was a Lemon's car. He crashed it, I guess, 2 weekends ago in MSR. 17-year-old driving, getting into motorsports. So we're extremely happy to have someone that young getting into the sport and enjoying it. We hate that they had a cost of smashing the front end. So he will be spending his Thanksgiving break here with us. He's going to be in from Austin, spend a couple nights in the hotel, and he's going to come up here and do the work, and we're going to guide him through the process and start educating this young man on how to work on cars, not just drive them.
Very good.
Richard, typically when you get a customer into your shop, what's their turnaround time? And obviously it depends on what they want done to the car, suspension or maybe some body work. Typically, what is the turnaround?
What I tell everybody is we work on toys, and anything you bring me is nothing that you need back immediately, because I don't like rushing on things. Like the Roadrunner just kicked my butt.
Why do you ask him? You should have just asked me.
Well, because he's the professional.
You were there.
Well, I know.
Don's done it.
Yeah,
So,
I've dipped my toe into that down there at Apex, and it was fine because I didn't have to have the car back, and I guess you had it for a week or so, maybe 2. I don't remember exactly, but it wasn't that important.
And we got cool places to eat at here in Alvin. So you
you do, as a matter of fact. What is the name of that place that we wound up at? It's been there for decades.
I think Gordon Street Tavern is where you guys went.
Yes, that's exactly right. And it's like home cooking with, cornbread and all that good stuff.
Man.
It is. It was very good. Yeah, it is. And thank you for that, by the way.
No worries.
All right. Well, Richard, I am thrilled. And look, he's rubbing elbows now with Ed Pink's son.
Yeah.
and anybody that is an engine guy that appreciates all the work that Ed Pink did back in the day,
absolutely.
You got to love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was amazing to get to shake that man's hand, even just being, son to. But yeah, the trip to North Carolina was so eye-opening on all the NASCAR stuff. But it's changed my outlook on a lot of the racing that we do. It may not be 100% the best that's out there, but it's 97, 98% out of the box. And it's just amazing what they've done.
I was telling somebody the other day, we were talking about racetracks, and a guy that I know actually lives in the Charlotte area. Have you ever been to a NASCAR race at Charlotte? I've been to one, and I've never experienced anything like that in my life. And Richard, you can't really convey what that is to actually go and see it and be there in person.
Yep.
I've never been to Daytona, been to Indianapolis, I've been to Talladega, I've been to some other big tracks, but that NASCAR track in Charlotte was the first of its kind back in the day. And
Humpy Wheeler.
And look at all of the tracks that have tried to mirror that whole thing, because it brought racing up to a new level. And people that had never been to a car race before felt comfortable going.
Well, they turned it into the Barnum and Bailey, of NASCAR.
It made it visible for everybody. Exactly.
Well, that and the fact that is a beautiful facility. I mean, you walk in there, the restrooms are nice, they're clean, great concessions. You feel like that you're going to a
Buc-ee's,
or going to an Alabama football game. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Too.
Yeah. All right,
hey, Richard.
Yeah.
Real quick. Real quick. You just said there was an event down in Victoria.
Yeah, so we ran our test event in Victoria last weekend. It was a private invitation style event. I think we had 12, 13 cars. We were testing for our course. We're going to be doing a spring event in Victoria. It'll be a 3-day motorsports festival. Think of it as a very small version of the Goodwood. But we will have approximately 100 cars will show up, and we'll run them over 2 days. time attack style 1.4 mile run in the trees in a city park in Victoria called Riverside Park. Nice. As soon as I get dates, I'll get them to you. Should be April is our hope. Gonna let everything green back up so that the pictures are amazing, because all the pictures are from the inside the triangle outside, so you don't have banners and cars, buildings, and structures. It just makes it for a much better.
Hey, as soon as you get a date, get us the information. Have you met Bobby and Jeremy down there yet?
Yeah, Bobby was actually out at this event. So and Bobby and I, funny enough, met each other this year finally face to face in front of the Circus. So you can't make that stuff up.
Well, he was there. He was there for SEMA as well.
How appropriate.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're staying at the same hotel, and I was like, fancy meeting you here. Richard, Bobby, hey. So good time.
Very good. Richard, it's always great to talk to you. Good to see you, my friend. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and if we don't talk to you, a great holiday season.
Yeah, maybe we'll see you at Tailpipes and Tacos on the 13th.
You betcha.
Hey,
and bring it.
Come on up and see us. Bring the car.
Right. We'll chat.
I'll take you. Take care. All right. All right. Moving on. Just ahead, Jeff's Car Culture. Ugly mug cars. You're going to love it. Plus, Mars reviews the Chrysler Pacifica after this break on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Stay with us.
The Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 2025 happens Saturday, December 13th from 8 to 11 a.m. and you'll want to be a part of it. Tailpipes and Tacos is the cruise-in everyone wants to attend, and the Christmas edition is extra special. Donate an unwrapped new toy and help yourself to a free Loopy Tortilla breakfast taco. There'll be adult beverages available for purchase too. And don't forget your ride. Just cruise in and you're automatically registered to compete for one of 3 famous Chili Pepper trophies: Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition will be held Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex, located at 703 West Grand Parkway, just south of the Katy Freeway in Katy. Oh, and don't forget to bring the kids. There'll be special trophies and goodie bags for them too. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 25, Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex at 703 West Grand Parkway in Katy. Bring a toy, get a free breakfast taco, and enjoy the camaraderie. In Real Time will be there too. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists.
Talk show, and we thank you for joining us on our live broadcast here today, 10 to noon Central Time, every Saturday, as a matter of fact. And so we invite you to join us for that. Podcasts available, 30 minutes in length. We invite you to go to your favorite podcast store and download the little In Wheel Time thingy, and and you can get your podcast there.
Watch your thingy.
Time now for Jeff's Car Culture. Cars with the ugliest mugs of all time.
Yeah, front ends that went too far, ugly mugs stuck in our memories. So, what's the first thing you see when a car rolls into a car meet? No, not the ugly, tacky wrap. It's the grill. The grill alone can't entirely ruin a car. Sometimes it can. But it can certainly shape how people remember it, often for all the wrong reasons. Many had solid features, thoughtful engineering, and even loyal followings somewhere. But when the front end starts the conversation on a strange, awkward, or just plain ugly note, it's like trying to find a perfectly sized wrench in a messy toolbox. First one we got is a Chrysler 300 from 2005 to 2010. Chrysler 300 made an entrance that shook the sedan segment harder than an ugly earthquake. When its wide stance squared off proportions, and strong shoulder lines, it looked like a concept car that actually accidentally went into production, or a muscle car dressed for a formal occasion. It stood out from other sedans like a sumo wrestler in a ballet class, and that was exactly the point. It quickly became a darling of rappers, customizers, and anyone who wanted to look tough on a budget.
Shot caller.
There you go. And then the next one we have is a Jeep Cherokee from 14 to 18. This Jeep Cherokee, the KL generation, brought some genuinely useful updates to the Jeep lineup. It offered a smooth ride on pavement, shocking revelation for Jeep, solid fuel economy, and better tech than many rivals. Inside, it felt like a real step up toward daily drivers. The front end, however, told a different story. While Jeep's traditional 7-slot design grille was technically perplexing, The ultra-narrow upper lights, which were actually the daytime running lights, and the main headlights were tucked awkwardly down in the bumper, left for many buyers scratching their heads. Imagine that. The next one is an AMC Matador Coupe from 74, and Kathy and I knew she had a real good friend that owned one of these, and it was a cool little car for 74.
For who?
At the time it was. AMC had a habit of doing things its own way, often with mixed results. The 74 Matador Coupe was no exception. The grille pushed the limits, shaped like a giant pair of aviator sunglasses on a very surprised face. It gave the car an expression that bordered on comic, like a confused alien. While it certainly helped the Matador stand out in a crowd, bland mid-70s cars, it didn't win any beauty contests. The car version of a bad toupee. The next one is a Lincoln MKT. Lincoln wanted the MKT to feel luxurious and forward-thinking. A bold crossover to redefine their brand.
So
It offered strong engine, including the twin-turbo EcoBoost V6, which is a cool motor. Quiet, comfortable ride, and available 3-row seating, making it a generally practical, full-size crossover. The grille, however, went all in on Lincoln's controversial split-wing design, sometimes affectionately or mockingly referred to as the butterfly or the mustache grille. With wide chrome bars sweeping across the front, it gave the vehicle a wide-eyed, almost bug-like look that felt more awkward than refined. It simply didn't feel aligned with the elegant upscale interior behind it, creating a jarring disconnect. It was like putting a cartoon face on a serious business executive. Dodge Nitro, still around. The Dodge Nitro certainly packed serious personality into a compact SUV. Personality that looked like it spent too much time in the gym. Its squared-off shape, aggressively flared fenders, and a bold styling made it look like a miniature bruiser or a bulldog on wheels. The grille leaned heavily on that theme, which thick vertical bars, often in chrome, and a massive Dodge Ram badge that took up the prime real estate. It bordered on theatrical.
Theoretically.
Theoretically, it's theatrical. Screaming tough guy louder than a muscle car convention. The grille made a strong impression that left little room for nuance. Like a brick wall with a giant grin, it was all attitude all the time and very tacky. Last one, everybody's favorite, the Chevrolet SSR. One of Chevy's most playful, bizarre, and utterly committed designs for the 2000s, it combined a convertible, fun, power retractable hardtop with a retro pickup body, creating something no one else offered at the time. For drivers looking to stand out and relive their 50s hot rod fantasies with a modern V8, it absolutely delivered. It was like a cartoon come to life. The grille kept the retro theme going, but the wide, almost goofy smile and oversized curves gave it a slightly cartoon-like quality, like something out of the Cars movie, even resembled Lightning McQueen a little bit. The grille certainly fit with the customer's overall whimsical theme. It even made the styling feel more eccentric than generally cool, bordering on caricature. So it was so much unapologetically silly.
Leave that up there for a minute. So the story with the fenders, General Motors.
he did automatic bust.
I already hit it. There.
The fenders, GM had to go back to the 1950s to take the technology in the actual molds of the fenders from that generation.
Did not know
to create this because the curves were so sharp to make them round that they didn't have that technology anymore, so they had to go back and look at how they did it. And it was truly amazing. The other interesting thing about that, and I remember when it came out because I was in the press crew at the time, and driving it, it had no upper structure, so the whole thing flexed all the time, kind of like the PT Cruiser, the hot rod looking thing.
I had one of those as a company car.
And there was no structure in the upper part of it. Plus, that one had a V8 in it, had no horsepower, just like the V6 and the PT Cruiser.
But they were fun to look at. I'm sure they were fun to drive. I've never driven one, never been in one, but they were quite unique with that ugly mug grill.
Got lots of looks. I think Harold Gunn has one of those things. Okay, Mr. Mars. It was, a different day, shall we say.
Thank you, Michael.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I was just thinking about Harold's car. I always wondered why somebody didn't hop one of those up and really make a hot car out of it.
Because the chassis couldn't handle it.
I guess.
You would have to go under and actually spend a lot of money, more money on the chassis than any kind of motor that you could put in it.
You
It just couldn't, huh?
Take it to Richard Tomlin. He'll do it.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I was
no.
thinking. You'd have to do something like Richard did and just gut it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was a cool thing. The interior was cool. It was a 3-seat, but it really was a 2-seat with the little fold-down thing in the middle.
Right.
And the retractable roof, what a nightmare, because that retractable roof came in 3 pieces, I believe, and it was electrically operated, but it went behind the seat, inside the cab, and that kind of helped make it look weird. It was that thing, There was a lot of potential there, but I think they missed the opportunity.
If you see one, you'll know.
Yeah, most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Every once in a while, you will see one. I saw one just a couple of weeks ago, as a matter of fact. Well, anyway, we've got a lot to get to in the next segment. Our story of the week, I think, is going to interest you, and we invite you to stay tuned for that. That's coming up in the next half hour. Okay, we've got the story. We got a bunch of stuff coming up. In Real Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break. Join us.
Who doesn't like a social event? How about one that centers around your love for all things automotive? Another Gulf Coast Auto Shield Car Social is back. Saturday, December 6th, 9 to noon at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. It's a morning packed with incredible cars, some of the finest rides in town, from classics to modern exotics. Here's your chance to talk to fellow car lovers. Grab a coffee and check out how Gulf Coast Auto Shield keeps these rides looking perfect. Meet the team. Take a look around the shop to see firsthand how Gulf Coast Auto Shield gets the most of the look you're trying to create. In Real Time will be there with their live car talk show. You might just be one of the guests. Don't miss this free, fun, and fast-paced car gathering of fellow car lovers and their rides. Saturday, December 6th at Gulf Coast Auto Shield, 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway. Bring your car, bring your friends, and bring your love for all things automotive. We'll see you then. The award-winning In Real Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InRealTime.com, YouTube, Facebook, and podcasts available from your favorite go-to source, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Real Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including driving destinations, Jeff's Car Culture, latest car news, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's all on InRealTime.com. Join us. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Real Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InRealTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.